Hey, book babes, welcome back to Two Girls, One TBR, your chaotic book besties here to wreck your reading list one monster romance at a time. I'm Rebecca, fully leaning into my spooky era and morally gray season. So if it's got a haunted mansion, wicked fae, or cursed love story, I'm in. Catch me at Azrella Reads for your daily dose of sinful fantasy.
And I'm Heather. And I think trigger warnings? What's that? Sounds like foreplay to me. If it's dark and twisted or comes with a warning label, you know it's already on my nightstand. So catch me at Kindle Me Reading on Instagram.
So, ma'am, what are you currently reading?
Ooh, Alchemist.
Oh.
Alchemized.
Oh, is
That
that how
new
you
one,
pronounce it? See, I would've got it wrong.
Alchemized. It's okay. So did that. Like always. But
Do
yes,
you
I
like
just
it?
started that. I do. And maybe our viewers can kind of confirm this with me, but I feel like it's more futuristic sci-fi than is exactly fantasy to me. Yes, there are like magical elements, but it's alchemy. So it has to do with like the elements around them and their blood.
Is that the one, that's off of Manacle, or is that a different one I'm thinking
Yes.
of? Oh, okay.
So I never read Manacled. I know, shame, shame. I never was cool enough to download it in time before she took them off the internet. And so that's the Dramini fan fiction. So she wasn't
Okay.
making money off of that. So publishers, I think, came at her or she went to them and was like, hey, here's a story similar, but I can make money off of this and it's not off JK Rowling stuff. So this,
Oh,
I think,
okay.
is one of those stories that she has been putting out.
Very
And it's really good.
interesting.
It's dark. It's very dark.
Now, I have seen
Um,
it all over, like, on Instagram and whatever. All kinds of people
yeah.
have recommended it. I
Yes.
I have it on I added it to my TBR list, but you said you're liking
Good.
it.
Yeah, I got the audio and I bought it on Kindle so I could follow along while I'm listening because there's a lot of world building in the beginning. And so I have to have visual with that. And I'm actually kind of like reading it first and then kind of going back and like listening to it to get it all.
Okay.
It's a two-step process for me because there's like a lot and you're like, I want to get this right because this is going to be really epic
Now,
once it all
is
comes
it
together.
is it a standalone, or is it going to be a series?
Ooh, that I don't know. I think it's a standalone,
Oh,
but maybe
interesting.
our viewers can tell us otherwise.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Now,
Yeah,
because I'm reading extremely slow because we've
I
been
know.
so
You're
busy.
still
We're so busy, but I'm still in Eldritch. But look, I'm getting there. But
yes.
I have
Wow.
that.
I mean,
No,
that thing is thick. So, same
oh,
with
it's a thick one.
Alchemized. Oh my gosh, Alchemized. I was looking like usually a fantasy book's like 13 hours. Like that's a good size like audiobook. This one's 36 hours long. I'm like, holy heck.
Oh,
Like
that's a
this is
long
going to
time.
take me days to get into.
See, I never do audiobooks, so I didn't even know that that's. Well,
Like
I
how
figured it was so
long?
many hours, but I never thought about that's a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, so that's a thick book. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
this
have it
one.
physically, but
I think we're 700 and some pages. Here, I'll tell you.
yeah.
Yeah, 745, I think.
Let me
So
see if
I'm
I
gonna
can
so I'm gonna read that, but then this, of course, this is what's on the horizon.
which is another thick book,
Oh, yeah, look at the size of
Crescent
that one.
City. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
those
that
are like
one's
36 or more hours on
let's
audiobook
see.
too.
I think this is 800. That one's
Yeah.
800. So that's what's on
Okay,
my
this
horizon.
on Kindle is 1,031 pages,
Oh, wow.
Alchemized. Yeah.
Well, that's a long one
So,
then.
might be on that one for a couple weeks now, so we'll see.
Well, I got Eldridge like a week after it came out. And then I was doing so much stuff here at my house, and I have to have quiet when I read.
Mhm.
Bless my family, but they like to anytime I try to read, that's when
Oh my
everybody
gosh.
needs something, or my husband decides
The
that is the time
husband
that he wants
yes.
to talk to me. The man that doesn't
Yeah.
talk a whole lot,
Yeah,
that's when he
and
wants to tell me things.
some of it's legit, like, "Hey, we need to talk about, what's going on tomorrow with the kids." Okay, yeah, let's
Yes.
game plan. But then sometimes it's like, I wonder what this person does for, like, a side hustle in his life." I'm like, "I really don't care, I'm reading my book right now."
Mine,
I
he
wanna
likes
talk
to
about these things.
Mine, it's been lately here, he's telling me about his video game that he's playing or
Oh,
whatever one
yeah.
he's playing.
Or we have
Eh
sports over
oh,
here. Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes, 'cause yes, he's a Steeler, we're Steelers at our house, so he's
Oh,
been,
tackles.
he wants to watch after the game and that, he wants to watch the highlights with me. Now, mind you,
Okay.
I am a Steeler fan, I love to watch football,
Yeah, I like
but
sports, but
I don't need to watch the highlights, but he loves it, and so I'll watch it
yeah.
with me, and then I'll start, paying attention to my phone or my tablet or something, he goes, "Are you not going to watch this with me?" I'm like, "Okay, I will watch it with you." He's like, "It's only 10
Right.
minutes." He's like, "You can't
Yeah.
watch that." I'm like, so
Sacrifices we make.
this is why,
Gosh.
I wait till he goes to sleep. Like, the kids are sleeping, he's sleeping,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
that's when I'm reading, which
Yeah.
I get, like, a couple chapters in at night, because then I'm tired. But,
Mhm. Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful quiet is what I love, and
Mhm.
that's what I've been doing. So that's what
Yeah.
I've been reading, then mine's giving me my spooky fall vibes, because Eldridge is definitely spooky.
Yes.
If you have not read, Anathema. It is very dark, very spooky vibes.
Very
Eldridge
creepy.
is very creepy, very dark
Yeah,
vibes too, and it's perfect
for
for
sure.
this season of
I mean,
Halloween. Ooh, excuse me.
Alchemized in the first, like, 1st or 2nd chapter, the guy is already, like, ripping open this lady's, like, rib cage,
Oh,
and I won't tell you more because there's more that he does to there, and, which is part of the story, but he takes something out and puts it in, like, a necromanced body,
how
and all these
interesting.
kinds of things. So, I mean, we've already got gore. We've got, like, she's being held hostage, tortured, like, rib cages being broken open and organs coming out of bodies.
Well,
So
well,
this one
see
is
that
dark.
fits. Well, see that
You're a
fits the
dark
season.
person.
Oh yeah, see
Yeah.
everything, because I was looking over, because like today I was looking at what I've read, and I was looking at what do I have on my actual physical TBR. And
Okay.
everything I have is dark. I don't have any, like, sunshine and
Well,
happy books. Mine are all dark. I like darkness. It fits me more, I
yeah.
guess. I enjoy it. But I'll tell you, in Eldridge, though, there it is dark. There's creepy things in it, this book. There's creepy stuff. Uh, her sister, there's something not right there,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and there's some weird stuff happening, and so I'm excited to see, but like in this one here, you're following more and getting flashbacks of what happened to Zavander,
Mhm.
um with that general woman that was nasty to him when he was a slave, and
Yeah.
it was very, very brutal, the stuff that was happening to him. So it's very good, and I get very sucked into the story, just like I said, in Anathema, that one really seeped into my bones. This one, I give it the same exact rating with
Yeah.
it. This one seeps into your bones. It's just taken me a bit to read
That's
it.
okay. Yeah.
I used to there for a while, I was, like, reading,
Savoring it.
like, fast, but I'm gonna savor this one because
Yeah,
I think it's
I
gonna be a
have
while.
moments. Yeah. Like, I've been, like, banging out some audiobooks lately, and one after the other. I think I've read, like, 4, and since the last podcast we did together. So,
Oh, wow, you've been
yeah,
doing
I'm
a
good.
lot.
I'm like yeah, I drive a lot, so that's where I get a lot of reading in through audiobooks. Otherwise, I'm like you at the end of the night, very tired, and falling asleep trying to read my couple chapters before we
I'm
have to
telling you,
go.
that's that's my quiet time. When my husband was working earlier in the day and he would be up real early in the morning, I'd have that, like, window of time before the
Uh,
kids would wake up, that morning times, and I would read then. But now, because his shift and stuff's changed, it's completely changed what I'm doing. So now I'm
mhm.
the late night reader now with
Yeah,
my lighthouse light,
I
as he
understand
calls it.
that.
He
Yeah.
hates my book
It's
light.
too bright.
It's too bright. There's that little book light. And he tells me it's like a lighthouse. I'm
Ay,
like,
ay, ay.
this little light. And
It's yeah,
now,
exaggerated.
do you? Oh, now since we are in Halloween and stuff, now do you like where you have your bookcase and stuff, or where you read? Do you decorate that whole little area with a spooky vibe? Now I decorate my bookcase and all that I have it decorated all year, like, I have spooky things on it all the time,
Right.
because
Yeah.
that's my vibe. But do you
Um,
do
I
that?
w I well, when I did have a bookcase, I recently moved, so mine are kinda stacked right now, but,
Mhm.
yes, I would do seasonal stuff. So, like, I would have the cute ivy, going on in the spring, my summer thriller books, like all the pool blues, and then fall, nice orangey books, put up my spooky stuff. Christmas, definitely gotta do Christmas and,
Now,
like,
do you
Christmas
have
lights.
is your book or your bookcase or what you're wanting to do, are you gonna do, like, an open kinda bookcase, or are you gonna have the ones more with sides that things are closed in more?
We're getting furniture from my in-laws, so they're gonna be they're like 2 towers with open shelves and then the cupboards underneath, and then they have some
Okay.
that are kinda like L-shaped, zigzag. You could stack them and stuff, and that'll be kinda like in a corner. They're
Oh,
corner
that'd be
bookshe
pretty.
shelves, and, so yeah, hopefully it fits all
I
in
think it'll
here.
be pretty. I now see,
Yeah.
now mine is, my bookcase is an open bookcase, and it has the big crescent moon that goes in it, and then it's all open
Ooh,
shelves, but it's
pretty.
black
So it's already
with it.
spooky in the sense
Yes.
of it was designed that way with the
Yes.
woodwork.
And it's just it fits my thing. Like I told you before, all my furniture, everything in my house, minus, as you can see, my bed back here, minus it, everything's black. All my furniture's
Yeah,
black.
very cool.
That's that's my if it's my spooky vibe. I want to get I seen on Amazon and I'm gonna get it because I think I'm gonna put it above here where I'm facing. They have these sconces that they look
Mm,
like
with the hands?
monster hands,
Yes,
and then the
that would be
candle
cool.
sits in it, and I wanna put them there and have them coming out of the wall.
That would be
I think
fun.
it will match my motif I'm
Oh,
going
for
with.
sure. Yeah,
Because I like that all year round. I'm not a just a spooky season person just in
right.
October. I'm an all
Yes.
spooky season all the time.
Dark girly all
Oh,
year.
yes. Black is such a pretty color. Isn't that what Morticia says? She says something, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Such a pretty color, black." That's my thing. Now, let's see here. Now, when you have your setup and when you're reading it at, do you like having candles, a playlist, or,
Mm,
that kind of thing? Now, me, I love my candles. Now, I can't have candles that you light because I'm afraid with my kids because
I know.
children, but I have
Yes.
all, battery candles, but they
Mhm.
have the flicker,
Yes.
the flame.
Yeah.
I have a
Love
ton of
that.
those.
Love that, or just, like, an ambiance light, like, very low lighting. A lot of times I'm on my Kindle if I am, like, reading physically, though, so
Mhm.
it's already lit up. So, if I'm, like, in bed cozy with a blanket, I mean, I'll even like, I'm ready for bed. So, like,
Yeah.
we have my Kindle and blankets. I have my earplugs in and white noise on in case I fall asleep. I'm, like, set for bed, like, just pass out reading.
Now, do you have one of those stands for your Kindle so it can be just floating above you with the remote
I
control?
did, and then I broke it.
Oh.
So I need a new one for
Well,
Christmas maybe, but I
yeah,
do
Santa
have the
Claus is
little.
coming.
Yes, exactly, but I do have the little switch, or remote that, like, turns the pages for me. So sometimes I'll lay in bed and I have, like a pillow
Mhm.
stand to put up, and then I'll flick it if I'm being lazy.
Well, there you go. Now like I said, I have candles in it, and then, of course, I can't have music, I can't have sound, I need silence. I have to have it quiet or I will keep reading the same page because
Oh,
that's
I
what
know.
happens when my husband
Mhm,
keeps talking to me. I'm like,
mhm.
You haven't talked for the longest time." And as soon as I do that, then he gets up, and that's when he
Oh, yeah,
decides.
I'm sitting here with the children for an hour, and the minute I take out the book, somebody needs something
No, exactly. That is
every
the
time.
life of mom. That is
Yeah.
the life of mom. Well, let's see. Now let me ask you this. Now, are you more like a witchy slow burn, or would you
Mm.
rather have a monster possessive growl this season?
Ooh, if it's done right, a growl can be hot. You just got me to read Spell Bewitched and Bespelled.
Yes.
Memnon can do the possessive growl,
Oh,
but
num num.
I do like witchy, magic, slow burn vibes too. So I'm a
So
mix.
what did you think of Memnom? Do you
Oh my
see
gosh.
why? Do you see why
Who
I love him so much? 'Cause wait till you read
Yes.
you haven't read The Curse That Binds. Wait till you
No,
read
that's
that one,
next.
because right now you love him, and then when you read The Curse That Binds and you see the history of
Okay.
them, it's
Mhm.
going to
You
melt you. It's going
love
to
it more?
melt you because
I
you see him and you see his love and you see where
Yeah,
it's just,
I could see that because
it's so
she
good.
doesn't know it. She's, like, relearning that part of him.
Correct.
So, he's like this, like, love and loyalty is in the love for her
Oh,
in that
yeah.
book, and I love that, and the not like they banter, but they jest each other really funny.
Yes.
Like, I was laughing out loud, like, giggling at some of the things both of them would say and to each other or just in general about their situation and stuff. And, Memnon, holy moly, total red flag, total
Oh,
stalker
yeah.
possession,
Oh,
like,
yeah. But when you now
crazy cuckoo guy.
oh, yeah, because we're looking at him in
But
those
dang,
2 books, like, because he's appearing that way in those books, but once
yeah,
you read The Curse That Binds
then
and
I
you
could yeah,
see, you'll understand why he loves her the way he
right.
loves her, and
I
you'll
could
see
see that.
why, and
You see it a
it's so
little bit at
good
the end in
because
Bespelled,
you
where she
know.
finally starts to see
Oh,
what he is and what he's doing for her and things like that.
oh, and the thing is, like, as you read Bewitched and Bespelled and stuff, you learn bits and pieces of what happened, why there's this
What
time
led up
problem,
to
what
him
led up to
being
this
asleep.
thing.
Mhm.
Yes, and
Okay.
you know what's gonna happen because 'cause you're reading The Curse That Binds. You know what the end game is. You know what the end game is,
Yeah.
and
You know the tropes.
you know what the tropes are, and you know what's happening, and you know what's gonna happen, even though I knew in my mind, I knew it, and it made me cry because I was like, because you're
Yeah.
so emotionally invested in both of them, and then when
Yeah.
you see what transpires in The Curse That Binds that triggers this whole situation that, of course, you find out later, in Bespelled and Bewitched, both of those, it's good. It's good. I love
Yeah.
Laura Thalassa. She really got me, and I'm excited, for when Bedeviled comes out because that's the final book,
Oh,
and I'm
okay, there is
excited.
another one. Yes.
Yes.
There was not a big cliffhanger, but there was kinda like a "What the what?" at the very end there.
Oh, yeah, at the end of Bespelled, it's like
Mhm.
you're like, "What is he doing? And what is he
Uh-huh.
up to?" And then
Like, little
there's that
conniver.
person that's in there, and, she appears there, and she's not a good person. But then
Mhm.
you'll learn more
Yeah.
about who that is in The
Yes.
Curse That Binds.
Her story too. That'll be good.
You'll know more of who she is
Okay.
and what kinda.
That'll be good.
Yes, that's why you have to read
Evilness.
that one.
An evil person she was.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, she's dark, because you think Memnum's dark. He's dark, but this is
He,
a whole
like,
together different kind
the
of
whole
darkness.
time he was like, "I don't care. They're dying. They hurt you. They're dead."
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
no qualms, no
Oh, he had
reasoning. F them.
oh,
They're
yeah,
dead.
because oh, yeah, he does not care. Because when you read The Curse That Binds, you see where that mentality of him comes from because of who he was and why he had to do it's just I can't wait for you to read it. It's so good. It's so
Yeah,
good. I read that as soon as, that came out at the beginning of July. It was good. The Curse That Binds is really good. Again, Laura Thalassa,
very good.
she's very good. So now let's see here. Now, all right, babes, grab your pumpkin spice, your demon boyfriend, and maybe a cursed dagger because we're diving into spooky, dark romances that own our souls this season. So now, what makes a spooky, dark romance? Now, I guess how you would define it with the tropes and that of this genre of it's touch her and die, I might actually die if he touches me, kind of like a Beauty and the Beast reimagined through blood, curses, obsession, deals with gods, demons, death itself, tragic romances with a thread of hope. Also, of course, there's also a lot of times brutality, crime,
Always.
gore,
Yeah.
death, villain versus morally gray, who should win. Why would it be that
Oh,
on my thing?
no, I think that's
That's
what
a
I put
weird.
there. Okay,
Oh,
so
I'm gonna let you say this one.
joke.
This cracks my
Okay.
soul inside.
So when when I think of dark, dreary
Mm,
tales, right? I'm thinking, like, the brutality,
yes.
the gore, the death, like, the rib cages being open. Like, to me,
Yes.
that's dark. Like, that's kinda gory, dark of whatever sort horror, romance,
Yes.
whatever you call it. And then you have, I put in, I want the scenery to be, like, dark alleyways with piss dripping down from the rooftops because people throw their piss in the
Oh,
street.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, because back then
I
they
was
did
just
that,
thinking, like,
yes.
scenery, like, when you walk by, you're
Yes.
like, "Ooh, this is creepy and dark," and, "Oh, it smells like piss," because we're in the depths of the Gothic
Yes.
era.
Oh, yes, exactly. Oh my god, that's
The
hilarious.
slums.
That is so funny. But
You're
yeah,
welcome.
oh yeah, because they would just open their windows and they would just throw it
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
They had,
So
if you look in New York City, you'll see, like, how the railings and that come down, like, where the steps are, and they have this, like, different parts in the railing, and it was to scrape the shit and stuff that was off your boots, because, of course,
oh,
there's horses too,
that's
besides
right.
people
Yeah,
stuff. I don't understand back then. I understand plumbing wasn't a thing, but still, why did they think it was a good idea just to throw it out where everybody
I
walked? Why not have, like,
yeah.
an
How
area
was that
to
cleaner?
get rid of it?
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
I mean, they
spray
had
where
a
there was
drinking
cholera.
well usually where you went to go get your clean water from the hopefully, from
Oh,
the
yeah.
well, and then, like but our piss is all over the streets, so,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
That was
no
not
worries.
I'm glad we're kinda born in this time. I don't know how well
Yeah,
I would have done, uh, living during that era of
right?
pre-plumbing.
Like, not even just, like, surviving all of the turmoils, monsters, and street fights,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Oh, it
on
was
top
a
of that, I'd
different
probably get, like, cholera and die.
was it what is it? The my husband always played, when he was younger, it was the Oregon Trail, wasn't it? It was cholera and, dysentery. Wasn't that always
Uh-huh.
what the people died from?
Yes. Yeah,
So
because
that would
their
be
water
that's
was gross and they
contaminated.
lived in their own crap. Yuck.
I watched the other
Anyhow.
day, uh, when you said that, I watched the other day, there was an episode, it was like one of the History Channel things, and they were showing, I believe it was Pompeii. It was
Oh.
Pompeii or it was one of the areas over there, but because I remember watching something with Pompeii, and they showed, like, their big bathhouses, how, like, they have,
Mm.
and they
They all
had
bathe
their
together.
well, and they had all their toilet seats, like the holes, like the bench with
Oh.
holes, and they were
Uh-huh.
all right next to each other, like shoulder
Shitting.
to shoulder and like just all doing the bathroom thing. And they said they would have musicians in there playing music so it would cover
Oh,
some of the sound.
that'd be lovely. That reminds me, if you've ever been to Vegas, Las
No,
Vegas, when you go
I
on
have
the
not.
strip and you go into the bathrooms there, there's like I don't know what they're called, but there's usually someone that sits there and they'll, like, hand you paper towel when you're done
Oh,
washing your
yes.
hands, and they have, like, other, like, little things that are provided, and you're supposed to, like, tip them. That's what that reminds me of,
I, I
your
think
story.
I think that would
We
be
still have people like that, okay?
that's true, that's true. But still and then what was the other thing? They had the stick with the sponge and they dip it in vinegar and everybody used it.
Oh, well, that's smart
Yeah.
of them.
I mean, the
That's
vinegar
smart.
part, but still, somebody cleaned their ass with it and dipped it in
Oh,
vinegar and then
that's
cleaned their
gross. I
ass.
thought you meant their hands. I was like, "At least they're washing
No, no,
their hands
no.
after they're done."
No, no, this
Oh,
was
I've
their
never heard
ass.
of that. That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, it was but I was just like, "That's a little too close proximity for me." But they were, like, right
Yeah.
next to each other. Oh, and it had for men, it had a cutout so that things could hang. Mhm, that was the
Like
other
a
part.
urinal, a little
Well, they're
gooch
sitting in
holder.
it, I guess they hanged out. My aunt had this lady that would come to visit her, and I remember she was talking about men, and, as they get older, things drop.
Hang
They
further,
hang,
like the
and
boobies?
yeah, and she referred to them as hanging baskets.
Interesting.
That was that, so that's
Yeah.
stuck in my mind. So there you go. But, uh,
Uh,
our weird things that we talk about. Uh,
yeah.
uh, now,
The books bring it out.
it does. It does. Oh, why do readers, like especially us, why do we crave dark romance more in spooky season? Well, I have to tell you, I like spooky season all the time. But I guess because it feeds into the part of us that wants danger wrapped in desire, I
Mhm.
guess. Maybe the
Yeah.
chill in the air, it gives, because we have longer nights, even though my family seems to stay up longer. But it is a perfect backdrop though, like now that we're getting into this season, for, our morally gray men, the magic and all that kind of stuff. But, it's just a perfect time of the year for me. How about for you?
Yes. Same. I think, the spookier with all the decorations outside, Halloween's coming, is that idea of, like, putting yourself in a scene in that story to feel those vibes of that crisp cold air at night or in the mornings, and the the chills that you get from that cold air just kinda, like,
Oh, yeah.
brings you into that scenery of these kind of spooky books, right? Like, it's darker at night usually, like, earlier now, the death of all the leaves and all the skeleton holiday decor, and it just kind of you just get into this,
Oh, absolutely.
like,
Now
mindset.
now it is starting to get actually chillier here where we're
Same.
at. To
Mhm.
now today no, wait, today we're having 80 some degrees. That is how
Ooh,
warm it
we
is.
were 75, and that's
Tomorrow
a change from
well, we have,
60s.
like, a wind and stuff and rain coming tonight, and
Oh,
tomorrow's
okay.
only gonna be a high of 58.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
80, I
Chilly.
think 85, 87 today,
Yeah,
58
to 50,
tomorrow.
East Coast weather.
Oh, yeah, and it's going to and we're losing leaves, and
Yeah,
we're starting to get color
slowly.
now, because
Yeah,
typically, because I'm in Kentucky, our fall and stuff, it's more like mid-October heading towards
yeah.
November.
It's definitely
Um
chilly on Halloween and, like, about a week before it really starts to cool down, I'd say.
Because we'll have, chill like, I call it chilly weather. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so I
Mhm,
know
so
what
you're
cold
used to the
is.
foliage,
I
yeah.
know what cold is. And so normally, like up there, up where I'm from, they're already in the full swing of fall. And even if they get rain at this time of the year, they might be down to sticks already. Some
Yeah,
seasons it's like that. Here it's much, it's later, it's several weeks behind. So
mhm,
it's different, but now we're really getting into the feel of fall finally,
yes,
but the leaves are
agreed.
falling, and our tree that's beside our house is starting to turn orange.
Yeah, we have a few leaves finally, but starting to get spooky.
Oh, it's the spooky season. Now let's talk about, what books we would recommend for this season, or
Okay,
what we feel. Now, I'll do my first one here. Now,
okay.
I recommend this book. I don't care how many times you will see me say this. This one here, it is a kind of story. It's dark, it's gothic. This will seep into your bones. I will recommend this till the cows come home. It's Anathema by Carrie Lake. It is
Yeah, really good.
absolutely if you want like a how should I put it? This is a dark gothic romance, okay? The atmosphere is everything. There's crumbling mansions, there's tortured souls. The love that's literally born from the ruin of all this. It's obsession tangled with redemption, but it's so good. One of my favorite lines from Anathema is, "You are mine, Moon Witch, for all eternity and whatever lies beyond it. No soul has ever been more intricately woven into mine than yours." Oh, Zavander.
Mhm.
That man knows
Yeah.
how to say things.
He does, and he's not a talker, so he,
No,
like when he does talk, he has the right words. He
absolutely.
stirs it the right
Oh,
way.
and it's just, and like when you read that and you're seeing like the different things that he says, it makes your spine tingle. It's just I don't know. It is so so good. Again, I can't,
Yes.
say anything bad ever about that book. It's absolutely fantastic. Now that book is book 1 in the Eating
Mhm.
Woods trilogy. Book 2, again, like I said, it was Eldridge. That came out in September. The 3rd book, it doesn't have a name yet, so I'm not sure when
Okay.
we'll be getting that one. I'm hoping next year.
Yeah, Eldred just came out, so it'll be a
So
while.
So I'm thinking maybe next fall, maybe. We'll see what happens.
right?
But they're very good. But wait till you meet Zavander. I highly
Yeah,
recommend.
definitely recommend that one. And it's spooky. Oh my gosh, talk about witches and
Oh yeah, cause
monsters. Oh,
oh, and it's just so dark, and it has that gothic vibe, and it's kinda like when you're first reading it and stuff, and you meet Mavis, and she's in this, town and stuff, and it's very like, it gives the vibes of colonial
yes,
puritanical
yes.
people,
Mhm.
very, those
Don't
kinda
go
people.
outside of marriage kinda
Oh
stuff.
oh, yeah, and it doesn't
Yeah,
matter, like, if you do anything,
yeah.
you're horrible,
The
you're a
town
heretic,
yeah, mhm.
and
The
she's
town rises up against you, the
oh,
whole
yeah, and
town.
she's been a witch the entire time to them,
Yeah, so they've never liked her, Mavis,
and that's why and also you'll see in there,
and they
she
put
has to
her
wear
in, like,
black.
a yeah, they put her in an outfit
Mhm.
to punish her for being different. Yeah.
Because they decided who she was, and
Mhm.
they're bad people, but when you get
Yeah.
to Eldritch, you will see what happens to those people, and
Cool.
it's
Oh,
it's
that's my favorite.
great. It's
Yeah,
great.
the
We'll just put it
redemption.
that way. It just seems like it's fitting what's happening to them. We'll just it
Ooh,
just
this is gonna be good.
feels It
I
just
can't
feels
wait.
right. Now, do you wanna talk about yours, and then we could go back and forth, or do you want me to just go
Yeah,
through mine?
let me, throw one out.
Okay.
So, I was thinking was spooky, kind of gothic, vibes was One Dark Window. And I know this is an older book, so we haven't been talking about One Dark Window. Rachel Gillig, I think is how you say her
I
name.
believe that's how it is,
I think
yes.
so. She has her new book, The Night and the Moth. It was also
Mhm,
very good.
yes.
I think One Dark Window is probably still her best book. So you follow Elspeth. I think I said that correctly. Um, and she is haunted by a
Oh,
monster in her head. And her whole village is there's a power struggle within the systems, right? So, and then the
okay.
king wants all the power for himself. So she gets involved somehow. It's been a while since I've read this, but I mean, you have the fog around the town that if you go too far in it, it like warps your mind and you die, and like you're kind of brought
Oh,
into this
see,
like
that's interesting.
otherworldly area.
I
So
have
that
those
to
on my
me is like
bookcase.
spooky, right? Yeah,
Oh,
like
I like that. Mhm.
yeah. So when you kind of get into things like that, like there's a danger constantly lurking, there's a monster that talks to her inside of her head, but why? How to get there? Who is it? And it
Yeah.
has to do with the whole story, of course. Very cool. Horrible cliffhanger, like one of those like, what the heck cliffhangers in book one.
And then it
Thank goodness
goes
book two
to
starts right away.
and then it's because I have them. They're sitting on my shelf. I have not gotten to read them yet. What is the second book is Two Twisted Crowns, and it's a
Yeah.
duology, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and you wish it wasn't not because it's that good of a world. Um, it's pretty cool. The second book, though, I have to say they do switch it up on the love interests, so it becomes kind of 2 different main characters. The other
Hmm.
main characters from book 1 are in there still, but they're a little less, and other ones kinda take over for the
Oh,
journey
interesting.
of things. Yeah, and I love the magic concept in there, and they're brutal. These people who have, like, the power, these cards that hold magic, they use them so like,
See, I look
look,
forward to
they're
this
just
then.
they you know how there's just people in the world that will take one thing and, like, stretch it a mile and use it all the wrong ways and
Yes.
things like that? That's these people. And then so all you want to do is have Elspeth come in there and whack them all apart.
Well, see, I look forward to it. I I have it planned. I'm hoping over the winter here, I'll be able to read. I have quite a few books on my physical TBR
I
that's
know you
sitting here
do.
waiting on my shelf, but I do have those, and I have those sitting by my plated prisoners because they have that gold. I have the
Oh,
I don't
you
know if
have the
they if
Barnes& and
those
Noble?
no,
I did
they're the indie
oh,
covers, I guess they
okay.
are. I think they're the indie covers because 'cause didn't they just get re-released and they have new,
Yes.
yeah, I have the
That
original
was, like, a
ones.
year ago now, and I tried to get those, and they were sold out of, I think, the first book, but not the second book. I was like, "That's" or maybe it was the other way around, and I was like, "That's
They're
really strange."
pretty. But of course,
They
mine are
are.
paperback, but they're pretty. I love this is
Mhm.
see, again, this is where I don't understand, is the indie covers, a lot of times they're so beautiful.
They really
Now,
are good.
but since we last talked, what our last, episode now remember we were talking about Kingfisher and,
Yes.
Quicksilver. I seen an interview with Callie Hart, and people
Ooh,
they were asking her, why did she take the artwork
the
off?
guy off?
She
Okay.
said she had so much, like, hate towards him and
Yeah.
stuff, and people were so rotten to her, that's why she just went with just words.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, she said people were writing her telling her because she did that. She actually did the artwork that's
She
on the
drew
book.
drew all of that.
She did that, and people were telling her that it was AI, and they were saying
Uh,
all kinds of nasty stuff to her. And she's like, "No, I did it this way because I forget what I remember her talking about how she did it because it was, like, in levels or whatever, how the image is on there, and
yeah.
people were being just that nasty to her. That's why she chose when she re-released just to do
That's
words.
so sad
That
because
is
it would have been
sad.
really cool if you had a I like the first cover. It really is it draws you
It's
in, but
pretty.
like we said, Kingfisher needs to not look like a boy. He needs to look like
More
a
like a
very
broody man.
muscular yeah, like big,
I
broad-shouldered,
agree on that part, but I mean,
muscular guy.
they coulda did butterflies, they could have done
Yeah,
all
they could have
kinds of
added a
stuff.
little more to it. Yeah, agreed.
I did see that in
But I
between
hate
our
that they were
records
hating on it,
that
like,
yeah, and there
I
were
had my
people being
qualms
that
with it, but I'm
nasty.
not gonna tell her, like, "Oh, this is ridiculously horrible."
Now, mind you, now the new one, I'm not saying that it's ugly or anything like that. I mean, it is pretty. It's
Yeah.
just very simple, I
For
guess I
a
should say.
special edition,
Yes.
I would say, where's the special to it?
I think there could have been butterflies on the cover.
There
I
could have
think
been a
s
lot more
or
to the cover,
something.
and
Something
the
could have
sprayed
been there.
edges could have
I
been
agree,
not the gilded silver.
but that was something I learned.
Our opinion.
That's our
That's
opinion. I mean,
interesting.
maybe
Yeah,
some
that's good
people
to
like just
know.
plain, but that's
Yeah,
people hated on her that bad it made her not do it.
that
So,
sucks.
people
Sorry.
stop being so mean. That's
Yeah.
horrible. I mean, we're entitled to our opinions, and that
Right.
kind of thing, but, some
Don't have to
people
hate.
do like the pretty things in life. So don't be mean to people. You
Mm.
never know what someone's going through. I'm sure that hurt her heart. You know
Right?
what I'm
Especially if
saying?
you drew it yourself, like,
Oh,
thanks.
yeah.
No, I'm not the best artist, but fuck you.
I didn't Well, she did a lot better than I could ever do, because I
Heck
would be like
yeah, me
Feyre.
too.
I'd be like Feyre
Ah,
with her stick figures.
seriously, though. Me too. I
Now my
tried,
next
but I not that good.
I can't draw. I can't draw.
Oh, goodness.
Mine would be stick figures. But now my next the next book now I recommend, again, dark romance. Now, if you have not read this series, the 4th book is coming out in November. This is the Legacy series. Now, let's see here. This is the first book in the series. It is Reign of Shadows and Endings.
Yeah.
They're nice. They're nice, thick books. These are absolutely, it's an amazing series. I read these this summer, and I read them quickly. I think each book it took me like a week. That's going fast for me. Um,
Yeah. Those are big
it's
too.
oh yeah, they're big. And now again, this is the first one. Okay, then book 2 is A Storm of Secrets and Sorrow. I think now these are the indie covers, I believe, because I think these are
Yes.
getting re-released.
Republished.
Yeah, they're
Mhm.
going traditional. And then the
Yep.
third one that's out is The Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance. And they are so pretty. Again, these are beautiful. I love them, but they are this is a very, very dark romance.
Yeah. People say it's up there. It's definitely better than her Lady of Darkness, people say, so
Now all the characters that are in the series, because in these books, you're following 4 people, okay? 4 main people, I should say. You're following Tessa, which is the female main character. Then you're following Theon, Luca, and then there's also Axel, okay? But they're all very morally gray.
mhm.
Tessa she's not sweet and innocent. Um, they have so much happening in these books because she is selected at the beginning of the first book to be because Theon is, um, he's kinda like a I guess like a lord kinda thing, and he's very powerful, okay? He's like a fae. Well, they call them legacy. They're descended from fae, I guess. Is that what it
Uh-huh.
was? Because I think the fae is something else in these
There's a
books.
hint of it towards this series in her Lady of Darkness series,
Because
and I
it's the
think there's
legacy.
a chapter where you meet one of them in a mirror.
Okay. Well, Tessa, they think she is Fae the whole time. They're talking about
Okay,
her. And so she is picked to be Theon, who's a legacy, to pick to be his source, his power source. So when his power drains, then he can pull power from her. So when he's
okay.
doing whatever. And his dad is a horrible person and he has a source and she's very creepy. And see all of the different sources, they all have different powers. Like some of them have fire, some of them are elemental, um, some do storms. There's all different things, and it's so good. And then you have the romance part of it there, because when she's the source of Theon, it's like a closeness more than even like a husband and wife closeness. It's a like a real tight. You know what I'm saying? Bond that they're supposed to have,
Yeah.
and the whole time Tessa is like, "Nope, I don't wanna do this." This man puts a big diamond necklace on her. Again, I've said this with Tamlin. I would have been perfectly fine being a
Yeah,
captive at his place.
seriously.
I would have been fine being Theon's source.
Yeah.
I would be fine in these situations, but Tessa, oh no, she doesn't no, she doesn't wanna do this. So, but as you read the series, it's very like I said, it's very good. And there's, a little bit of a love triangle happening between Tessa, Theon, and Luca.
That's what I hear, and I like a good
And it's
love
so good.
triangle. Yeah.
Oh, and it's so good. And it's not like a love triangle where like Theon is mad about Luca or anything. Oh no, they celebrate it and they accept it. It's one of
Ooh.
those kind of things.
Is it white shoes?
I guess you would say, yeah. But I mean,
Does she get with all of them?
well, with the
Yeah?
that and then there's now
Maybe?
Axel well,
Should
with
we
those
spoil
2,
it?
yes. With those 2, yes.
Like a
Axel, no.
triangle.
Axel's
Okay.
just the brother, and he's more like a he's the brother,
Like
he's a
a
friend. But
yeah.
he does say things to her and stuff. I think they probably all could be all together, but we'll see what
Hmm.
happens in book 4. But now
Okay.
she has, like, this stuff going on with Theon, and she has stuff going on with Luca. And at the end of book 3, you have a big cliffhanger. And so
Oh, no.
I'm waiting to see what happens because there's all this stuff is happening, okay? Because I don't wanna tell you anything, but all this stuff is
Uh-huh.
happening, and Theon does this one thing at the end, and I'm like, "Oh, Theon," and then she and Luca do something else, and it's just I'm like, "What's gonna happen?" So I'm excited to
Ugh.
see when the next book comes out.
Yeah. I was thinking about starting that on audiobook
It is
after
good.
Alchemized.
Well, just to give you a
So
hint, this is a quote from it. "She wouldn't
okay.
survive this. It would break her, and she didn't burn when she broke. She shattered, and the world shattered with her." That's all on Tessa.
That's not good. Okay.
Tessa is, like I said, when Melissa writes when she wrote this story, it's heartbreak, but it's beautiful. You feel the pain, you feel the love, you feel the
Yeah.
loss, you feel all of it. So that is why I recommend that series 100% for dark romance
Yes,
for
love
spooky
that.
season.
And, the layers and the plot, and
Oh yeah.
she has more series coming out that are gonna be kind of, like, in the verse, in the worlds.
Okay.
I forget what how she has it, but, like, Lady of Darkness is on, like, this planet, let's say, and then
Okay.
the Legacies is in this planet, but they're all part of the Chaos verse,
Okay. Yes.
so they're
Yes.
all interconnected in some way.
And I
Of,
know
like, the magic system, but there's,
and
like, different planets that follow it.
and I know you don't have to read like it's not that you have to read the Lady of Darkness first and
No.
then Legacy. You
Mm-mm.
can read either series,
Right. So it's kind
whatever
of
order
like
you want.
JMass like that.
Yes.
So, like SJM. So she has where they're similarly maybe interconnected, we're all guessing, um, but they're all different stories, different
I'm
people.
excited to see what she writes next. I know I was watching her on a live and she said she's excited for this chapter to end with this series. because she's already ready to move into her next
Next one.
series.
That'll be
Yes,
fun.
so I really like how she writes. She
Yes.
does very beautiful world building. See, that's
Mhm.
and when you're reading
And the
it's easy to
layers, the
yes,
mystery,
the
the
plot,
connections.
yes.
Yes, those, like, "Oh, shit" moments where you're like, "That's what that was." Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she does
gets me.
very good. Very I highly recommend that series because that's one, you don't hear a whole lot about. You don't I see it here and there on Instagram and stuff like that, but I anybody who hasn't read it, um, November I think it's either November 18th or November 25th, the 4th and final book comes out. So if you want to be able to
Oh,
read it,
and
start now, and then you can have the series read by the time
yeah.
the 4th and final comes out, which
Yes.
I'm excited. And I have the,
Yeah.
indie cover for that one pre-ordered.
I do. I bought them on the hardcover, so I best get the indie cover for the book 4.
Yeah, because they all go
So, when
traditional, so they're gonna have all different covers.
yeah,
Yeah, because
getting
I don't know
popular.
if you go, like, on Amazon right now, if you can still get them in the indie.
Uh,
You might,
I
but
think
I know
so.
it's gonna be running out soon. They're not gonna print anymore.
Or they were in her shop, her treasure shop.
Maybe. That could be.
Could
Yeah,
be.
because she does a lot of different things. She's really I like her a lot. I've watched different lives with her. She's
She's
very funny.
indie. Yeah, she's fun. I met her in person,
Oh,
this
did
summer.
you?
Her
Oh,
and LJ
nice.
Andrews. They are a duo. I love them so much. They were like my peo I walked out, I was like, "This is the vibes that you just wanna come to for an author signing." Like, just the duo, the vibes, the laughter in the room. I mean,
See,
you could
that's
just talk to both
nice.
of them at the same time, and they get each other, we get each other. It was a really cool experience. I would
I'd like
do
I'd
them
love to
again.
do that. I'd love to go to one of those, where you get to meet the different authors and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I think that would be, a lot of fun.
It was. They had a big crowd that came.
Oh, I believe
I
was it
was
just the 2
waiting in
of them,
line a
or
while. It was
was
just
it
them too.
oh, it was just the 2 of them.
And
Oh.
MKR was there just to support LJ Andrews and her Ever series, being
Oh,
re-released
neat.
because she got a deal on her Ever series, so
Oh, yeah, because I
Ever
just got
Seed series, I should say.
that's the one that just got, redone.
Yes. The
Yeah,
Ever
because
King.
yeah, they don't have the indie covers anymore. You can't get those
Mm-mm.
on, Amazon. Because I was thinking of getting them, and then when I went and looked the other day, you
Yeah.
can't get them anymore. They're gone.
They're gone. Okay,
Yeah.
Amazon delivered mine and, the Everqueen had huge dent. The cover was
Oh.
bent,
Did
pages
you did
furled.
you
I was like,
return it?
"Seriously, you guys?" I did. I did. I said, "I wanna return this and have it resent," and so they're like, "Keep that one." So I have 2. I have a jacked up one, and then I have a not so jacked up one. Well, s they sent it a little nicer, but not as nice.
No,
So there's still, like, a gouge and stuff.
still
I'm
got
like, "I can't win."
most of the time, everything I've ordered from, like, Amazon and stuff, I've only had one book that was weird, and it was when I was trying out the Zodiac Academy because I ordered book
Mm,
1 and 2,
okay.
and, I told you I only got partway through book 1 and I DNF'd it, and, but book 2, it had, the pages weren't cut properly, so
Oh.
I returned that one. That one returned, but then the first book, Amazon told me they refunded me, but I was able to keep the book. So
Yeah,
I
that's
still have
nice.
book 1 of Zodiac Academy.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
so if it's damaged enough, they're like, "What are we gonna do with it?" Well,
Well, yeah. But
it's like, you
everything
just
else
hope the
I've
author
ordered
gets their money.
but everything I've gotten from Amazon besides that, I've been lucky. All my books have come nice.
My last one, The Mist Thief, came in a small box, and it actually had paper, so it wasn't, like, juggling
Oh, very
around in
nice.
there. Yeah,
I
I was like, "This is a Bravo
oh,
packaging."
now I did order, the Wolf King, and I over
Oh,
Prime because it was on sale over Prime, and
yeah.
I got it,
Need
and
to get to that.
instead of it being in a box, oh, no, it was in a box, but it was pouring down rain, and Amazon didn't knock on my door or anything, but thank God it must such a short period of time, I was able to run out, and I got it off my porch and brought it in, but the box itself was soaking wet, but it hadn't reached to where
Dang,
the book was. Thank
thank
God.
goodness.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
Sometimes I don't
no.
think they think when they're packaging things necessarily
No.
the best way,
Yes.
because a book
I had
should
one of
always
my
be in a
friends
box.
Yeah, and one of my friends had a book ordered with other stuff in
Mhm.
the Amazon box, and they threw it all in, like, one big box, and the book was mutilated by the time she got it because it's all little heavy things that, like,
Well, that's not
just
good.
took it apart.
But I
Oh,
did
man.
I did get the 2nd book to, The Wolf King, what is it? The Night Prince is the 2nd book. I did
Okay.
get it because I saw that they're going traditional, and so I made sure to
Oh,
get my indie copies
I need
because
to read that.
I got
Everyone keeps
every
talking about it. I don't know if it's my
everybody.
style, but
Anem, our lovely Anem, Twisted Dreamland there, she did artwork and stuff for the Wolf King, and he looks quite.
ooh,
I
okay,
don't know if
I'll go
he's the
check
Wolf
out her
King
page.
or what exactly who's who, but
Okay,
every man that she, created is quite nice.
nice. Yeah, she does have good art.
Oh, yeah.
Go check them out.
She's going to be on actually in 2 more episodes. The
Mhm.
beginning of November, she's gonna be on, so everybody will get to meet her. And then
Yes, that'll be good.
so now what is another
Okay.
book that you're recommending?
Okay, so I have to go on my tangent about this indie author, Catherine Whiteheart. So,
Okay.
The Rise of the Darkest Flame, like, I'm actually rereading it and, like, annotating a little bit for this one because, I'm a beta reader for her because I
Oh,
had to
okay.
be. Like,
Oh,
I was like, "I need your next stories, please." And but, like, immediately in the first chapter, we have the evil of the world and how they have been battling about magic and power for millennia, like, different battles, 200-year war, another, like, territory war, and there's just these, like, there's the eviler people. There's a lot of
okay.
evil, but there's, like, the eviler person, and he I no, we're going spooky, we're going dark. So he has, like, his
Well, sounds
kingdom.
good.
He has women in a room that will have sex to make babies, and those
Oh.
babies go to the war camps and are trained to be in his militia. So he has a
Oh.
military of little children that grow up into being, like, epic warriors. So that's the bad people,
Oh.
right? Who
Okay.
are, like,
Oh, this
all about
seems good.
this. There's, like, abuse, there's self-destruction. Every character has, like, their dark sides, their talks of suicide and self-harm, and, like, this is such dark times, like, what do we keep living for? What is the hope? And then you're unlayering all these things about each of these people to get, like, deeper into their feelings and how they perspire into, like, these heroes and what they are and how powerful they can be, and,
Hmm, that sounds
um,
interesting. See, I'll
it
have to add
there's
that.
so much dark before the light, and even with the light, there's still a lot of dark.
Now,
So that one's probably my darkest.
is this a standalone or is it a series?
This is a series, and she has book 1 and 2 out,
Okay.
The Rise of the Darkest Flame and then The Resurrection of the Darkest Flame? I don't remember. It's the resurrection of something, and then book 3 is coming out soon. She does have an interconnected series that she's doing called The Heart of Nim. It's a Twisted Roots series, and that one, if this is dark, that's darker,
Now,
and
is it
it's just as
spicy?
good. Very.
Ooh.
Yes, this is your book.
Oh,
This
I
would
need to
be
put this
like
on.
a Rebecca recommendation from me.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, yeah, I'll add that one to my
Amazon.
list. Amazon. Oh, yeah, I'll put it on my big list. I know on my Amazon list, there's probably a couple hundred on my Amazon list, but I do know I told you on my Goodreads, I'm over 300 books now on
Ugh,
my
yeah.
TBR.
Well, this one gets bumped up.
That sounds really good. Very,
This
very
one's
good.
dark. Probably one
See,
of the
I like
darkest ones
it.
I've read so far. I mean, in the arc read that I got from her, there was a part where the bad guy, kills her horse and makes
Oh.
her eat it, and she doesn't know,
Oh.
and then he, like, suggested something while she was eating it, and yeah.
Oh, he's dark then.
I
Oh,
think she
he's
took that
dark.
part out in the final, but yeah, that guy is like the evil guy is evil, man.
Oh,
Like,
he's very
he's
dark.
ruthless.
So he's not
He's
he's
no
beyond
he's
morally gray.
yes, he is
He
the
is
villain
he is
and
the
not our
villain.
red flag villain. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
that'll
do
be
have a
good.
true villain.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. And then I see that you said that the interconnected series, Twisted Roots, that'll be good
Mhm.
too. I'll
Yes.
have to add I'm
So
gonna add both the series to
do
my,
it.
my TBR list. That
Yes.
sounds really good. See?
Yeah.
Dark, spooky.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
it opens up and right away you got dark, and you're like,
I'll see.
"Oh, crud. Where is this gonna go?"
Well, like I told you, I looked over my list because I was writing it down, kinda just going over what I've read, what I have on my physical TBR this morning. I was just kinda looking. Yeah, I don't everything I have is dark. Nothing I have is lighthearted. Everything
Yeah.
is pretty much dark. Dark fantasy. Even like because even ACOTAR, I mean, you can't really just consider that just romantasy. It's
No.
dark. There's a lot of
Definitely
dark
has its
stuff
darker
happening.
parts, yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Now, my last book that I'm going to recommend is again, I love Carrie Lake, Nocticadia. You
Oh,
see it
yeah.
there?
That's on my list.
This is so good. You're at it's dark academia, okay? Um, you meet this girl, okay? That's the girl you're following. Miss what is it? Vespertine. That's her last name. And how should I put this? She's there. She doesn't feel like she belongs because she gets sent there because see there's her mother dies, okay? And she dies this mysterious way in her memory when her mom's dying, and then there's these worms, okay? Black worms. And she remembers this. But everybody keeps telling her, "No, no, your mom died a suicide. You just aren't remembering." She's like, "I know what I seen. When she died, these worms came out of her. They went down the drain. I know what I saw." But then they were they say so much to her, they're convincing her that she's not remembering correctly. So
Mm,
she's trying to take college classes and she writes a paper about what happened to her mother, but she didn't put that it was her mother. She just wrote this paper and it caught the attention of these people from this mysterious university. And the only people that ever attend this university are the very well to do, very wealthy people.
mhm,
And she
mhm,
gets invited to come to a semester fully paid.
mm,
She wouldn't have anything because she doesn't really have anything. She's very poor. And she goes there, and then that's where she meets Dr. Death.
mm.
And it's just, oh, it's so dark and it's so good. Now, and he's so possessive and so dark, and you don't really know why, but as the story unfolds, you find out why he is the way he is. And then this is just a little tidbit from it. He says to her, "Jealousy is a callow schoolboy's emotion that ends in hard feelings and bloody noses. What I feel for you, Miss Vespertine, would destroy lives."
Mm.
Dr. Death, and I'm just and he's just it's destructive, it's obsession, it's just, it is so good. The only thing that makes me sad in regards to this book is that it is a standalone. Uh,
Aw,
I wish that Carrie Lake would revisit this, world
yeah,
because it is so good. Now,
like a little spinoff?
once you do read the whole thing, she does have like I guess you'd call it like a little mini novella. It's like 5 chapters and it's called
Okay.
Phobia.
Hmm,
And it is like a little continuation of this with 2 other characters that you do meet in this world. But it is
hmm.
absolutely so good. But anytime if you wanna look into it like a dark romantasy or well, dark romantasy, gothic romance, Carrie Lake is your author.
Yes,
I
she is
Everything
very
she
good.
does. Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
her descriptions are very spooky. They're very good.
Oh, and she puts all the gore in there too. It's not
Yes.
like she doesn't like sugarcoat
Yeah.
anything. If something violent happens within the story, she describes it, and it's very good. But I highly recommend Nocticadia. If you have not read it, please go out and buy it. Check it out. You will, if you like dark romance, it will
Yeah,
fit the bill.
I like
Absolutely.
her as a writer. Well, okay, I know you've read this series, The Legends of Thezmarr. So,
Yes.
I mean, like, all the books. Like, from the beginning, it's about destruction. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
there's monsters in the world, there's war, there's, well, even what her I can't say who, but there is a child who gets sentenced to death because there's a
Yes.
prophecy that they think this is the child that's going to destroy the world if we let her live
Live.
long enough. So then
Yes.
they go and sentence her to die. Like, that's your prophecy
Oh, yeah.
and your crazy,
Oh, yeah,
higher up
the world is
highnesses.
very the world is very crazy,
It's very
and
dark.
it's very dark. Don't, believe women should be able to wield weapons,
Right.
um, and women are supposed to just have their place or they can dabble in alchemy.
They're an alchemy only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not allowed to, be a soldier or wield a blade or do any of that kind of stuff because of things that happened. And it's very dark and you're following Thea. And, Thea is very headstrong and she is
Mhm.
determined to be what she
She
what
wants to
she
be
wants to
different.
be.
She does
Yes.
not wanna comply to the rules, and I love that about her.
Oh yeah, she's
She's breaking them.
very oh yeah, she does not want to just follow in the steps like her sister. She
Right.
just she
She
wants to do her
pushes
own thing.
buttons. Yeah.
Oh, and she when she's pushing those buttons, she does find a
And
delightful man to push
and
his
then she
buttons.
finds Mr. Wilder
Mhm.
and pushes his buttons, which is amazing banter. Um,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Oh my god.
Oh my
And
god.
he's very broody and he's
Oh,
dark and
yeah.
he
Like, I
also
don't
has
have
the man
time for you.
and he has the man bun too.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he's just
And
in
he's like
his
the youngest war
description.
sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he's big and broody. And they
Oh,
do talk
big.
about several other war swords too
Yes,
that
that
are
are also
equally
well, except for one, but the other
equally
ones are pretty
delightful.
hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then when you read now, again, this is a completed series, just like, Heather's saying there. It's a
Yes.
4-book completed series, but there is a standalone,
Mhm.
that you read in between. So if you want now, myself personally, I read book 1 and 2, then I read, Slaying the Shadow Prince
Okay.
because
I think I
it
did it
gave you
after 3.
background. Because it
Mhm.
gives background of these 2 people that you're going to
Mhm.
meet in book 3 and 4.
Yes.
So that's why
Yes.
I read it. But because that's what she suggests. There's several different ways you can read it.
Yeah,
Read the
she does have on her
series.
Instagram her way.
Yeah,
Like, she has, like, a post that's, like, published and then my way, suggested, and
yeah.
whatnot.
Because I think the one I did was for the most
Chronological.
emotional. I think is what I did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, because you meet what is his name?
Well,
Starts with a T to I don't remember.
um,
He's
I
like
can't
the
remember his name.
original
Well,
war
he's
sword that
yes, it
disappears for a reason, and we find out
yes.
why he had to
Yeah,
disappear.
'cause, the whole time in book 1 and 2,
About him.
you hear, like, little blibs about him. You hear
Yes.
he's a legend. He's
Yeah.
almost like he's mythical in a way, even
Yes,
though
and
we
that's
know
how
he's
they
a real
describe him.
person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Haven't seen
And,
him in years, but he was the best of the best of the
yes.
best war swords, and
And
Wilder's, person that
yeah, he was
mentor
his mentor.
and
Yes.
yeah, so
And there's
his story
something
is cool.
and then Wilder, because you can see that he was his mentor and that he had a tremendous amount of respect for him, but you can tell something isn't right because why doesn't he talk to his mentor anymore? Why
Yeah.
there's something else
Whenever
going
his name is
on.
brought up, he, like, shuts down, and he's like,
Yes.
"Don't
Yep,
talk
he doesn't
about
want to
this,"
talk
'cause
about him.
he knows
And
secrets.
it is so good. I
Yeah.
and if you
It's
want
such a great
spice, oh, and it's
yes.
so spicy.
It's a good combination too. Like,
I
just
agree.
enough where you're not like, "Okay, we just had this, like, I need to know a little more before" no, it's, like, a good amount of, like, timing too,
Oh, yes.
so
It's not just like, "Oh, we're doing it," and then it's, like, spicy, and then they're doing something that's spicy. It plays
yeah,
into the story.
it
Be
does.
and there's so
It's an
much
appropriate time.
yes. And there's so much tension
Yes, that builds
and
up to it that you're like,
oh,
"Finally!"
oh, yeah. Because I mean, it's kind of a slow burn, I would say it's slow burns. I mean, but I mean that candle does get lit, but it's good. And now in my
Yes.
spice scale, I consider The Legend of Thezmarr four peppers because it is spicy.
Yeah.
But, it's absolutely good. I love it. And now there is this now that's the Legends of Thezmarr, and then there is another series in it, which is the Ashes of Thezmarr, which
Yes.
you're following her
Follows the
sister.
sister who is an alchemist, and she
Yes.
is a witty, wicked, very smart, top of her class alchemist, comes up with some really cool inventions. So
Yes.
that's why I like that book. It's not your typical like, "Oh, alchemy and oh, academia." There's stuff going on.
Now I have book 1 sitting on my shelf, and book 2 you can buy right now, and
And
then
book
there's
3 is coming out next month,
yes, it's coming
and
out in
that's the
November.
last one of
Yeah,
that
because that's a
series,
trilogy.
so mhm.
I'm going to get book 2 and 3 at the same time, and then I'll have it for my shelf. Because and all her books too are so pretty.
Yes. I
The
love all of them.
definitely the Ashes of
I
Thesmar, they're beautiful.
They're ridiculous. I wish I had Fairy Loot because even the Fairy Loot ones are like, the special editions are pretty too.
Oh, they get some beautiful
One
books in there.
day, one day, Fairy Loot, you'll accept my subscription one day.
See, I don't have any, special edition books. I just do Amazon, my
Yeah.
paperback.
Oh,
But
they're too
a lot of
pretty.
mine are again, they are from the indie covers, so and then you can't get them anymore. The one I'm
That's
still
worth
so mad at my
something.
oh, well,
That's an
I'm mad at my
investment.
s oh, yeah. Well, but the thing
Yeah.
I'm mad about now, I wish I would've this is why I got the Wolf King and stuff because now I'm
Okay.
paying attention to before they do this. I didn't get the Daughter of No Worlds, is that what it is? It's
Oh, yeah, from
the
Carissa.
trill I didn't get the trill because I thought those covers were beautiful when she's, like, the red and it's, like,
Yeah, and
swirly and
with
she has the
her
sword.
sword. Yeah,
I'm not saying the new ones aren't pretty, they are very pretty, the new
very.
ones, but I wish I would've got
Yeah, like the
those
original.
original ones.
You know, people have the original ACOTAR ones, and they didn't come out anymore as indie. Like, some of the indie authors, like, no, they're going to come out still
Yeah,
indie and then be what it is. So get your
yeah.
copies. But ACOTAR, people have like the very first editions of ACOTAR, and those covers are way different.
Yeah,
So it's cool to see people post about those.
I think there's people on the original covers.
Hmm.
You see, I
Yeah, the
have my
girl,
ACOTAR's what's out right
the
now,
yellow,
the colorful
the
ones.
yeah, the colorful
Yeah.
ones, the pinkish orange, whatever you want to
What
call it.
what color do you think book 6 is gonna be?
Oh my gosh.
I
Do we
think
have
it's gonna be
purple?
purple. No, we don't have
Yeah,
purple.
I think it'll be like pastel like my headphones, like pastel purple.
It might be. I don't
Yeah.
it c yeah, because 'cause I'm looking, like, how the colors in that are. Because we had
There's like
red
a
and then,
teal.
like, a
Yeah,
teal,
red.
and then we have pinkish, it's like a pinky color, but it's not
Yeah.
pink pink, it's a little darker of a pink, I guess
Or
you
I
would say.
wonder if it'll be a little bit like Silver Flame, uh,
Mm.
their cover. Well, I'm thinking of the hardback, just kidding. No, paperback is gonna be one solid
Paperback's
color.
orange.
Yeah.
Silver Flame's orange, the novella is
So,
blue. So I'm thinking purple, unless she does maybe like a lime green color maybe,
mm,
or I don't know, I think
maybe.
purple. I
What
just have
color
a
does
feeling.
"as" speak to you as?
Well,
As
are
will.
his siphons are blue, aren't they?
So
So
I
I don't
also
know if
think
she'll
maybe
do
she'll
blue
go with,
again.
like, a majestic blue, a
Oh,
majestic color.
like a deep blue, like a
Yeah.
sapphire blue.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that would be good. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I was looking up on my shelf
Switch it
there
up.
where I have them. That'd be I'm excited for it. I'm hoping we don't have to wait a tremendous amount of time into 2026 before we get
I
that book.
know. At least
I'm
it's in the
hoping,
editor's hands now, but
but
that
who knows?
I
I
mean,
hope it doesn't take that long. I mean, I don't know how
yeah.
long that process is though once the editor has it.
I know.
Mm.
I just follow Bookstagram to find out all this
But I
stuff.
was now, do you think though, do you think that was a 6 and an arrow? Or do you think that was a 6 to not or 6 to 8?
I think it was 6 to 8, and whether that's with novellas or straight up stories, who knows? I mean, she's taken so long, it's gotta be more than 1 book. It's gotta be.
That's what I was thinking because she said she had so many planned, and
Yeah.
because she was on with, Jenna Bush there, is it is her last name Hager? Whatever
Yeah,
her name is,
like
Jenna
a
Bush.
show?
Yeah, on, the Today Show there.
Okay.
She was talking to her, and at the time, she said she was gonna write, the new ACOTAR book, and she said it started out as a trilogy, and then she got signed on for 3 more books, and then she has plans to keep writing them. So it's not
Okay.
gonna be like an end kinda thing, you know? So I think ACOTAR could actually be a very big series, maybe
Well,
bigger than, Throne of Glass.
whew, I mean, you have enough characters. You could.
Oh, there's so many different stories that she could
And
tell.
line timelines and, uh,
Oh,
her map
absolutely.
has so many locations and history behind it, so can
So I think
totally
there
make
can
up
be
so many stories.
well, I
Where's
mean,
our
just
fan fiction
well,
people?
if you go into our little mini series, ACOTAR mini series that Chelsea and I are doing with all
Yes.
the theories and stuff, there is so much that can be done just based off of the
Yeah,
theories that we have, and
yeah,
there's so many possibilities. But
yeah.
again, that's good. Now, I do have 2 books though, and I have not read these yet. These are just my honorable mentions. So again, all of these, if you want to have a fantastic spooky season, everything I've recommended, everything Heather has recommended, absolutely go get them. You will have a fantastic spooky time here. Now, the first
Yes.
one is now these 2 I have not read yet, but everything I've read from them, their reviews, everything, they're supposed to be knock them out of the park. Excellent. This one here is The Isle of Sin and Shadows. That is by
Hmm.
Carrie Lake.
Oh,
Um, this one, if I remember correctly, this one takes place it's an island, I guess, and it's like a swampy place. For some reason, I'm thinking it's like a swampy place, like New Orleans down,
okay.
like, in the bog or something.
Hey,
That's
New
where some
Orleans has a lot of, like,
spooky do 'cause
history,
I believe
spooky history.
I think she's from there, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But there's that one, and then the other one is by her as well, Master of Salt and Bones. Everybody I've seen that's read this said it's
Okay.
absolutely amazing, but I think
Yes.
it's a Phantom of the Opera kinda vibe in it or
Okay.
something somebody
Yes, I
told
think
me,
I've heard of that, yeah.
but both of these all her books, as you can see, are shiny.
Carrie Lake,
Carrie
very
Lake.
good.
And now she has more books. I mean, I have a couple more of hers, but I haven't they have a little different vibe with them, but they're dark romance, but they're a little bit it has, like, angels and demons in it.
Oh,
Another one that's Inferium and, what is it? It's Nightshade and Inferium. It's a duology. I have that set too, but it's a little different than our dark
okay,
romance kinda thing because of that. But those are
nice.
my honorable mentions. What is your honorable mention?
A couple more I could probably recommend. Always LJ Andrews. She has her Ever Seas series. I will always talk about this. This is just re-released into hardback. It's not completed, but the first 2 books are like a duology, and then in the same world, we just continue with different love interests. Same world, just different people, which is great because then you get that love of, like, that world that you want to be in so bad. But it is Norse mythology. I call them pirate fae because they're ruthless and rugged and are on ships and devour all things.
I have
So
that on
this
my
one
TBR
is good.
list.
Yes. Bloodsinger, and then I just read The Mist Thief finally, and Jonas, he might be over Bloodsinger for me. These are the main characters, the
Oh,
main male interests. So you have Eric Bloodsinger and the Ever King, Ever Queen, and then Jonas. What I can't remember his last name, but he's called the Nightmare Prince because he can get in your head and create your fears into your worst nightmare. So he's
is he
ruthless
gonna
and
be
rugged.
in another book
No,
since she
well,
seems to be doing
he's
them?
in all of the books, but, like, his story is the Mist Thief,
Okay.
and, so he, gets into a arranged marriage, which turns out to be amazing, and that's the Mist Thief, Jonas, and he is the nightmare guy. He has a twin who also does mind magic, but his is, like, your happiest memories, and he turns them into your worst memories, so
Oh,
they're a
interesting.
duo, they're very cool, the way they fight and battle in these are great scenes, The banter, amazing. Jonas, like, we don't like cinnamon rolls, but he's gooey inside. I would say he's a burnt,
Hmm.
crisp cinnamon roll.
Is he kinda
He's
like, Cassian? He has the
yes,
because he has that
yes.
broodiness,
That's
but
a good
yet
comparison.
he has, like, that little soft spot for
Yes, for
Nesta.
only those that he loves and
Yes,
is loyal to, and that's it. Everyone else, die.
yes. See, I have those on my TBR list. I wish now I would've got them before they got, reprinted,
I
but
know.
the new ones are pretty, though. I have to say the new covers are very
Yeah,
pretty.
yeah, I like them.
Are you going to now since you've finished those ones, are you gonna go back and read her other series?
Yes,
Are
I
you
did grab those on audiobook.
is it the Broken Kingdoms? Is that what that series is? Is that am I right with that?
Yes,
Okay.
I think so, and you sent me a little clip about that she did on her
Mhm.
Instagram,
Yes,
and it tells you, like, the first 3 books follows, like, this kinda story, and these are this person and this Robin Hood, they're kind of like
'cause it's
retellings,
9,
but with
I think,
Norse mythology.
'cause I believe that's 9 books,
I think
that The
so.
Broken Kingdoms, but I like how it's not the same exact person all the 9 books. She broke it up. It's these
Yes,
people, these people. That's why I'm wondering, is she going to do
yes,
that with the Ever series? Is she going to
in a
do it the
way,
same
yeah,
kinda thing
pretty
where it's
much,
broke up? I I
correct.
like that when they do that because that's why I like in ACOTAR, we have the first 3 books that are Feyre, and then it transitions
Right?
and it goes to
I
Ness.
was so
I
mad about that,
I like it because it's not the same,
but then I ended up liking it, yeah,
I like how it breaks up the characters and it's not all the same thing. Like all this cannot be happening to one
true.
person,
I know, right?
So it's kind of nice to see, other
Uh,
characters. That's why
yeah.
I think you'll like the Broken Kingdoms too. But like I said, I have it on my TBR list and I think I have the first 3 books of the Broken Kingdom. I think I got it last year when it was Stuff Your Kindle days
Ooh,
and I
good.
got it for free. And I think I have the
Nice.
first 3 books.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that I do. I'll have to look back at
Well,
it.
we need to get you more time to read.
Oh, I don't well, my dream here is because I wanna get a new couch because I have a sectional, and I wanna get a
Yeah.
new sectional, but I wanna get a smaller sectional than what I have because the one I have is huge, and then I wanna get, like a chair that I can have by myself, and I can sit by my window in my living room. So,
Yes.
when my son's not yelling at the TV with his Xbox, I can
Mhm.
actually sit by the window and
Yeah.
read my book. Because most of the time, I just read here in my bedroom is where I read.
Yeah.
I
I'm a cozy
there's
reader,
well,
kinda.
there's no peace in my house. When you have children,
I
there's no
know.
peace. There's no
Never.
quiet
Nope.
anywhere. But those are that. But
The bathroom. No, just
which
kidding. Nope,
that oh
not
no,
there either.
they'll find you.
They
Then
do.
they ask you, "What are you doing
Open
in
door
there?"
policy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When my oldest was really little, I remember I always had the door open because he was the only one, so I just would
Yeah.
have the door, and I remember the one time I was like, I craved privacy at that point, and I closed the door. He cried on the other side of the door and kept putting his fingers under the door.
Mm, yeah.
So,
Are
it
you
didn't
there?
last long. Now I think he would be quite appalled by it now, but at the
Of
time
course. No,
but
that's
now
where mine are.
oh,
At
yeah.
the door trying to open it or sticking their fingers in or getting
Oh,
in
yeah.
and
When you're
yeah.
mom, you have no privacy for some
Mm-mm.
reason. When they come from out of your body, it's just like they're an
Attached
extension of
always.
you. Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they're extensions of you. Now, let me ask you this. Which of these books scared you or seduced you at the same time?
Mm.
Now, for me, that's anathema. Again, hands down. This kind of story is that crawls under your skin, whispers to you dark instincts. The fear isn't from the monsters hiding in the dark. It's from realizing how much you want the monster. It's so good. Again, please, if you have not read it, go get anathema
Yeah.
and
There's
then thank
some
me later.
parts of that one where you're like, "Geez Louise," like, I mean and it kinda makes you a lot of these stories too, like, are not exaggerated at a point of time
Mm-mm.
in our history. So I think
Yeah.
that's what also makes them that much better
Yes.
is when there's, like, a history to it. Like, people didn't just brutally murder each other because it's in a story. Like, people were brutally murdered
Oh, yeah.
on the streets constantly back in the day
Yeah.
until there were, like, police and rules and
Oh, yeah, and then there was laws, that
stuff
kinda
like that.
thing. But oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
New
absolutely.
America? Oh my gosh, like,
Oh,
serial killers left
absolutely.
and right, or gangs and,
Mhm.
gambling stuff and yeah, like Peaky Blinder
Oh, to
yeah.
where he was in a slumber for all this time. Why did that happen? You don't understand any of those kind of things. And that book answers because I remember when Laura Thalassa was talking about it, she didn't think it was going to be that big of a book. It was going to be more like a novella kind of deal.
Oh,
But
mhm.
once she started writing it and there was so much to tell of their story, it ended up being, I think she said, I think that is the thickest one out of the 3 books. It
Yeah,
ended up
it's
being,
long. Mhm.
but it is so the way she writes, she is such an easy read. Um,
Yes. Very
it's
easy,
very
very
easy.
flows nice, has good plot. So for poor Celine, I have to rant about Celine always being at the wrong place at the wrong frickin' time, getting drugged or thrown into
She's had a
circles and
she's had a lot of
thrown
trauma. She's
yes.
had a lot of trauma. And
Like,
and
every other scene she's in, she's, like, broken something, she's hallucinating,
well, and then
she's passed
plus,
out, and someone's
you know,
saving her.
and then Memnum's not helping at this point because
No.
he's upset during those
Well,
books.
and in the first
So
book, he's the cause of a lot of it too.
he's the cause of a lot. Yeah, because he's upset with her, and
Yeah.
and you don't understand why. And honestly, he doesn't understand why he's upset with her because he can't
Right. He
understand
yeah.
the
Where
situation of where he was at. He cannot understand why what happened to him happened. But when
yeah.
you read The Curse That Binds, then you'll understand why all that does happen because you get like a little tidbits of it in Bewitched and Bespelled, but in The Curse That Binds, you will actually understand why. And that's like that last like few chapters and all that stuff that's happening at the end. And it, even though these moments are coming because what happens, um, but like I said, it got me. It
Yeah.
it was real. It got your heart because you knew, and because you know what they had together. That's the part, I guess,
Yeah. I
or
could see
what they
that.
have, or whatever how you want to put it. And then
Yeah.
I love her big cat too that she has in it.
Oh,
That's
yes. Nero. Yeah.
and he's beautiful, and
He's cute.
but you'll see a little bit about him in the Curse that Binds too.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good series. No one's read
So
that. I'm
so now
glad
what's
Rebecca
a
recommended that to me.
oh I'm telling you, Laura Thalassa, everything she's written that I've read so far has been really good. The Four Horsemen she did, and she did the Bargainer series. Those are the 2 other series that I have read. Bargainer series, I absolutely love that one. So if you get a chance to ever read that one, that is a very good series. I wish she would have continued it. Now, in her newsletter, I think it was in February, she said something that she was possibly dipping back into that world. So I would be super excited if she does do another book with Desmond and Callie Calypso.
Hmm. Okay.
hmm So I mean, there it's good because
Another one.
the way book 4
TBR.
ends, there's so much possibility. I would love to know what happened after book 4. That's
Hmm.
me, 'cause there's I mean, it's 4 books, completed series, and I guess book 3 is considered a novella, but,
Okay.
uh but they're all about the same size, so I read them. They're very
Okay.
good. They're very good. Desmond Flynn is very delicious.
Spicy.
So now
Nice.
what is your other book there, did you say? Or did we talk about we did talk about that, or did we not?
Oh, I don't know. Too dark, perfectly dark. I can't think of one
Well, for me,
other
like, I
than
guess
Rise of the
just
Darkest Flame.
now, too dark or perfectly dark. Now, for me, there's some books that are too dark and I won't read them. Um,
Okay,
it
like what?
has to be, I don't know. Like, so I don't, if it's something that's very, I guess because I haven't read anything like that, if I see something and it's too violent in it, I guess. I'm not saying these books that we read are not violent or stuff, but if it's just like, I guess if
No
it's too
trigger
dark,
warnings.
if it crosses into cruelty without a
Yeah.
purpose. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yes.
So, like, now,
Like,
like,
even
in
serial killers have a purpose to kill in their
yes,
own
there's
head.
a reason with it happening. I'm talking like a book that it makes no sense, like, all this horrible stuff is happening,
Yeah. Like
and
spice that doesn't make sense in the book. You're like, "Whoa,
yes,
whoa, whoa, where did this scene come from?"
yes. Do you
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Like
it
someone
has
just,
to
like,
be
wakes up and
perfectly
starts
dark.
killing people and for no reason, and then they cut scene and it's off to a love story. You're like, "What?"
Now, I'm trying to think of what the one series is. My one friend read it, and I can't think of what it's called now, and for some reason, I was gonna say it's something sinful, but that doesn't sound right now, because I can see the book cover, and she's read all the different ones, and it's very they're very dark and very sadistic kinda books, and I can't remember what they are. I'll have to remember look it up so I can tell you what they are.
There's some dark ones I wanna read, like The Ritual,
Oh,
people
maybe
say
that's
is
what
really
it
good.
was. I think that's what it was. It was
I
The
think that
Ritual.
one maybe that's the one that is a series, I think, and I
Yes,
think it
it
is
is
like
a
the
series.
sin of something. Or there's also, the king, the Nightmare King,
Mm, I don't
there's
know.
there's a skull on the cover, and he has, like,
Mm,
red eyes.
mm.
Someone tell
I
us what books those are. And
I
then,
know
the Book of Azrael, people say that's a good
I
one,
have
like
the Book of
haunting.
Azrael. I have that one sitting there waiting for me.
Yeah.
But I remember when she was reading The Ritual and stuff, it's very dark, I remember, but it seems like it leans into more smut.
Mm,
Even though I like spicy, but I have to have world building, beautiful
yeah.
world building, plot, and my spice.
'Cause you want
But
that
I
not
don't I think
exactly
this is more smutty kinda it's more smut than it is plot.
okay,
But I
okay.
don't know. I haven't
But
read it. I might be wrong.
yeah, 'cause I wouldn't like something like that because I do like that burn, like, even if it's short burn, a short, slow burn, fine. Like, but you have to have that, like, angst to get there to make it into a scene where you're like, "Oh, here it
Yeah.
goes." You can't just, like, randomly, like, I don't know, just have a scene
Th
like that.
that's what I'm saying. It has
Doesn't
to
make sense.
I need to have perfectly dark. It just can't be
Yeah.
too dark. It's the only way I can describe it. It
Yeah.
has to be when the trauma, the danger, the morally grayness, serves the love story.
Yeah.
If it's too if all this dark stuff's happening and it has nothing really
But, like, no
it's not
hope at
it's
the
very
end of it.
yes,
Yeah.
then I don't have any interest. But
I
then
could
again,
see
I
that.
haven't but you'll have to try
I feel
out
like that's a
the ritual and
very,
see what you
like,
think.
fine line, though, compared to all the other things we
That
read.
is
It's
true.
like
That is
that
true.
one little, like, you're toeing the line, okay?
That is true. But if you do go to read the ritual, you'll have to tell me what you think,
Okay.
what you
Yeah.
consider it at.
Okay.
Because but my one friend, she read I think she did the audiobooks with them, and
Yeah,
she would
I heard
send me
they're good.
the hot face emojis she would send me.
Mhm.
'Cause sh
Mhm.
but
I'm
she
telling you,
liked them.
audiobooks, man, if you're an immersive reader, like, I like to, like, get in it, and so,
Mm.
like, you got the voices, and you got a picture in your head, maybe even some character art to, like, kinda draw your imagination, and, audiobooks can be really fun storytelling.
Well, that's what I love with, our friend Anem, because she does all kinds of, different book art and stuff.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
in her but it's funny, like, how she sees them is a
Yeah,
lot of
versus
how
what
I
you
see
see.
well,
Oh,
her and I
you're
have
similar,
similar
right.
we're very
Yeah.
similar. Now, I've seen other people do book arts of different books that I love and stuff, and they'll do them very differently. It's not how but Anem and we must be on the same wavelength of our
Yeah.
minds. And she makes them that they're grown men, like Kingfisher and any
Yes.
of the stuff she does, he looks like a man in his 30s and
I've
broody and,
definitely yes, he's good. I
mm,
have to say I've seen so many of the popular people, let's say, like,
yes,
Cassian's and
yes,
Asriel or even, like, Xaden. I remember seeing, like, Xaden from Fourth Wing, and I've seen really good ones where he
yeah,
looks lean or too muscular, like, almost like 2 ends of the spectrum,
mm,
and it's really interesting to see, like, how other people view him because I don't
yes,
see him having these, like, tree trunk arms. I mean, like, where they were, like, really big,
yeah.
didn't feel
See, I
proportional in the picture. or,
Now
like, like, lean looking like a Ryan Reynolds, what I think of, like, lean,
yes,
tall,
yes.
muscular, yeah, to me, no, like, he's, like, not bodybuilder, not skinny,
It is
I
interesting
don't
to
know.
see how people, what their perception of them are,
Yeah,
of
it's
different
cool.
characters are, and how they see them.
Mhm,
Um, Cassian now, like I said, I've seen Cassian, I picture a very muscular, very broody,
mhm.
5 o'clock shadow kinda thing
Yeah, different people
happening,
have different
and
faces for
that,
him too.
um, now Azrael, now I don't picture him as, like, as bulky as Cassian.
Okay,
I
see, I
picture him
did,
I I
I wanna
pit
say.
fit, muscular, kinda like, like if you ever see the videos where these muscular guys are at the gym and they're doing, what is it? Was it chin lifts? That's not the right word. What is it when they're
Oh,
doing when they're
pull-ups?
pull-ups.
Pull-ups?
There we
Sit-ups?
go. Yes. I don't know why I said chin lifts, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm talking about.
They got a
But,
pretty strong chin there.
but you know what I mean? And you'll see them and they're more they're slender, but they're muscular, but not like the big bulky. I don't picture him as bulky. I picture him very
No.
six-pack
Yeah,
abs
yeah,
and, defined muscles, but not Cassian kind. And then
right?
Rhysand,
Yeah,
I picture him more like how I picture Azrael kinda
yeah,
thing. I don't
but,
he's
like,
not big and
babier?
broody, but
I don't know, like, he just seems
Tamlin,
like, after reading about the other guys,
mhm,
I now see Rhysand as kind of like a baby face kinda guy.
mhm,
Like, at first, I was like, "Wow, he's like this dark, villainous,
yeah.
muscular, tall dude, pretty," but he's the pretty boy, like, is now how I see him after continuing that series. He's the pretty boy, Cassian's the rugged one, Az is the smart guy, the hot,
Now
geeky guy.
Now Tamlin, now
Oh, he is
they do all
just
kinds of funny things with him because they have
yeah,
that one video that's out there, and it's that guy with long blonde hair, and he's
yeah,
dancing and stuff, but when I picture Tamlin in my mind, though, I picture him as much more of a not quite Cassian bulky, but a bigger man, though, picture
like
in
a
my
Ken
mind.
doll.
Yeah, he's bigger, and he is a little bit more muscular, different than Rhysand and Azrael.
Yeah, like, when I read
Different.
him, I did not read him as, like, broad, bulky muscle. He
No,
was
not
like a
like Cassian, but
tall, lean muscle kinda guy to me.
I picture him with more like with some, not like I said, not Cassian. Cassian's big,
Just
muscular,
all around bodybuilder
Yes,
kinda looking.
yes,
Yeah.
big man that could just pick me up like I'm a waif. Um, that's how I picture Cassian. Now, but
Yes.
Tamlin, I picture him just kinda in between, if that makes sense. I picture him a little bit more bulky than what like how they make fun of him and do those videos. They're the
Yeah.
skinny. I don't picture him as a skinny guy, just put it that way.
No, but definitely not
Mm-mm.
big
But now some of the
warrior.
other people, the other High Lords, I do picture them more as thinner, wispier kinda guys. I do picture that. Now
Yeah.
Helion, I don't picture him like overly muscular kinda guy, but more not wispy, but I still picture him different. Baron, I see him more as slender in my mind because I think he's
Okay.
slimy.
I was thinking of, like, a dumpy,
Oh,
like,
you picture him different even than
alcoholic.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, they're all high fae, so they're all, like, beautiful
They're
kinda
all
thing.
yeah, that's true.
Handsome, but I
Like,
picture
"Now this guy
more
looks dumpy."
well when you read okay, this is a perfect example. Now, we you and I both have read the Plated Prisoner series.
Yeah.
Now, our friend Inem, Twisted Dreamland, she has done different book art from it. And then we
Mhm.
have another friend, which is Luna, and she has done all kinds of book art for The Plated Prisoner as well. And they have different renditions of different characters and stuff.
Mhm.
Because the one, remember what's that one king, the one that he dies unfortunately, and I'm gonna say unfortunately in a
There was a
sad.
lot of them.
It was the one that was wearing purple, the one that was really gross,
The 4th
and he
Kingdom? Mhm.
yes, he was gross.
Pervert.
And I've seen different renditions of him where he's thinner, and then I've seen it more where he's like he would lay there and someone would feed him
Yeah.
grapes, kinda
Yeah, that's how
gross.
I picture him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, because he was gross. Because remember he would rub his
Yeah.
legs and stuff. Oh, he was so gross. If you have not read the Plated Prisoner series, please go and get that one.
That
Raven
one's
Kennedy,
so good.
that is a dark romance too.
It is.
But I'm gonna talk about that next episode more
Ooh.
in depth because I feel it fits. kind of in our next episode kind of thing. Now, before we go, we're going to do a little game with each other here. Spooky or sexy?
Okay.
I'm going to give you a trope and you tell me what your gut reaction is. Do you think it's spooky or sexy? Okay. A graveyard kiss.
Mm,
I find it sexy because of all
ah,
the gothic stones and all that stuff. I could go with sexy. All right. How
okay.
about blood
Bad brain.
pact? How about this one? A blood pact sealed with a kiss.
Yeah, I would.
I agree.
I would say that's sexy.
All right. How about vampire bite that lingers a little too long?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Mm,
Oh, yes. All right. Demon possession, but if he's hot.
explain.
If I was in
Like,
my mind, demon possession, if he's hot, say it's a guy there and he wants to possess you and he's a demon and he's really hot, would you consider that sexy or spooky if he wants to possess you? What if he's really
mm,
hot and he's like, I would like to
I
possess
wanna
you?
be in you to
Yes,
possess. I'd say sexy.
sexy.
Why not?
All right. How about lover appearing in your dreams every night? Oh, I
Oh,
could go
yeah.
with that one.
Love that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm. Being tied up by a fey warrior for safety.
Lovely. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. We have an interesting vibe, I have to say. Um, all right, how about dancing with a ghost who won't stop staring? So he's
Hmm.
just focused on you, staring at you, and you're dancing with him. Would that give you a spooky vibe, or would that be
I
sexy?
think if there was some internal dialogue to that, that could be pretty sexy. Like, what are we feeling? Are we getting the heat from the vibes?
Well, if you're dancing with a ghost and he won't stop
You're
staring now, if he
close,
was
you
now
know?
but now if he's good looking, it would work. Now, if he's coming in his ghost form and, like, say he has part of his face missing, it probably would be
Hmm.
spooky.
Mhm.
So it depends on how he would appear.
But I I'm gonna
That's
keep going
my
with this.
mind.
But if we were the FMC that wants to look past those imperfections and
Oh,
love him
oh,
for who he was,
so then it would be sexy then.
could be.
Oh god.
I'm
Oh,
bad at these games because I think too far into things.
alright, well, how about this?
Alright. Keep
Alright,
going.
how about sharing a bath in a candlelit crypt?
Hmm. See, that's like a graveyard thing. I don't know, I
It's a
just feel like
graveyard
that's
thing.
like, um, it's more spooky to me than sexy. I feel like that's a sex scene that will get shut down real quick
Well,
by, like, bad things gonna happen.
I think about it being, like, in the gothic setting of it, that kind of vibe. Do you remember, like, on the Addams Family when, Morticia and Gomez, they're out in the cemetery and they're talking about being buried together and their bodies would be rotting together? That's in a cemetery, and it's so sexy what they're saying, even though
Yeah,
it's completely gross.
yeah.
So I could get in that tub in the crypt, I'd be fine. Alright, how about I have interesting thoughts. How about this one? Reading his soul in the dark before he reads yours.
What is this? Reading
So
of soul.
that you truly, I guess, know who he is before he can read yours, and you're in the dark, so you can't see his expressions, you can't
Ooh,
see
so you don't know
yours.
what it looks like?
Yeah, that kinda thing.
Ooh,
That's how
that's
I put it.
sexy. Yeah,
That could be sexy
I'd say that's sexy.
because 'cause
Could be
you're reading
spooky.
his soul and you don't know
Yeah,
what's there. Oh,
yeah.
interesting. Alright, and last one, a promise whispered over a grave. Would that
Mm.
be sexy or could that be spooky?
It could be both, but I'm gonna go with spooky because usually if you're doing satanic stuff like that, it usually doesn't end up good in the book.
That is true. That is true. That is
But if it's
true.
like a vow or, a promise, vengeance, something like that, that could be really sexy.
Now, I could see a promise whispered over the grave, like, say their love dies and they're in the ground and they're like,
Right.
"I will come for you in our next life."
Right.
I could go with that, and that would be
Yeah.
sexy, I guess, in a lot
Mhm.
of ways. It reminds it what is it, in Dracula, and he sees her, and he says, "I've crossed oceans of time to find you." I know it's not on a grave, but still, he it's over time, and they find each other again,
Yeah.
or he
Yeah.
finds her. That is such a good line. That is my favorite, absolute favorite line from that book. "I've crossed oceans of time to find you." If my husband said that to me, why do men today not come up with these wonderful things to say to us?
I
because that
don't
would be
think.
perfect. No, they just say other things, and then you're like, or they show you things, and they're like, "Look at this."
Look at this video. This dog falling downstairs.
Now,
That's sad.
okay, now I think we've proved that our moral compass is officially broken.
Yes.
Yes.
No trigger
Um,
warnings here.
but I think either way, I think it was, that's quite hot. I think all of those I think I found all of those as sexy. How about you?
Yeah. I think all but the graveyard stuff.
Just the graveyard ones.
Yeah.
I think I'd be content. I think I'd be
I'd
alright
I'd just
because
be
'cause they're
really
dead.
upset if that scene turned to a black moment. No fade to black, no disruptions, please. Because then it would be sexy,
I
especially if
think
he planned it.
'Cause I think we've decided, though, that everything I think mostly what we read is dark. I know mine is dark. I don't see you, telling me that you're reading many, sunshine and happy moment books.
Not too many. I do like a good cozy fantasy or a dabble. If it's a popular romance book, I'll try it. But no, I'm usually fantasy, romantasy, and it's usually on the darker side.
The darker
And,
side.
there's a spectrum of dark. You can have the dark that is just people saying things, and then there's people doing things. So there's different
My
dark.
my s no, my dark, I have to, again, I have to have my spice, and it has to be open door.
That too, yeah.
That is my, that's a requirement of any book that I read. So before I pick something, I have to have that knowledge. So if anytime I see someone and they recommend it and it looks like it's really good, that is one of my first questions I ask them. How
Yes.
spicy is it?
Yep.
Because
And I'm
I want
always
to
like,
know,
this is a Rebecca book, or nah, you won't like that one. Not
because
enough.
there are several of them that are that I see people recommending, and it's just like that's I've asked, and they're like, "Oh, it's no, it's more young adult, or it's closed door."
Mhm.
I'm like
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, I'm glad you enjoy it," is what I tell them. Not for me.
That's fine.
All right. That's episode 4, a haunting stroll through the spooky, simple world of dark romance. Whether it's ghosts, curses, or morally gray monsters, these books remind us of why we always pick the villain.
Yes. And tag us at Two Girls, One TBR and tell us your favorite spooky dark romances or the one that gave you nightmares. Maybe a new
Yes.
book boyfriend for us to read as well. And
And then if you love this episode, make sure to follow us at Two Girls, One TBR on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, YouTube Podcast. We're also on Audible now. And of course, you can watch us on YouTube as well.
so next time you see us, we are getting even darker. The one with the haunted hearts and cursed loves is our next episode. So we are going to be talking about romances that linger, like ghosts and curses that might be worth the heartbreak. So think about
Indeed.
some books that have some cursed love. I have a few
Exactly.
that I'm thinking of. So we'll
I
talk about those
have
next.
I have a couple that I wanna talk about, definitely, and I think it'll be a fun time, and that will be definitely if that comes out the day before, I think, Halloween, or a
Ooh,
day or 2
fun.
before, so it'll be
Thursday.
right
Yeah.
before. Yes. So
Yay!
so grab your favorite candle, dim the lights, and get ready. It's going to be hauntingly good. And remember, keep your books filthy and your TBR unhinged and your romance just a little cursed. Good night, book babes.
Good night.
Good night.